I'm anxious. This might never go up. I have no idea. Hey nerds, what's up? Today's video is going to be something that I'm kind of nervous about talking about on the internet because people are weird and sometimes make me nervous. But I'm going to be talking about some life changes that I've made involving not only weight loss, but like making healthy choices and stuff. And so I'm really proud of what I've done so far, the work that I've done and the progress that I've made. So I want to talk about it, and yeah, let's get on into this, I guess. So the disclaimer here is that obviously everyone has their own right to want what they want and be happy wherever they are, and me saying stuff about what I've done to lose weight or what have you doesn't in any way mean that that means anyone else should feel obligated to do that.
Your body is your body. You be happy in your body. I'll be happy in my body.
Also, like, if you're looking into weight loss in general, please be careful. There's a lot of like weird shit out there to say you can lose weight, like lose 20 pounds in a week. Usually that stuff is not healthy, so please be careful when you're dealing with your weight and anything like that in regards to weight loss, because it can get really scary really fast. Just be careful, and if you do want advice or anything, see your physician for any sort of advice like that. So just, yeah, be careful about all of that. So those are my disclaimers. I'm just gonna be happy with what I'm doing because I'm really proud of the shit that I've done recently. So 2017, I gained a lot of weight, and by a lot of weight I mean a lot of weight for me. So some background story is just that I've always been really obnoxiously thin. I was that kid that had knobbly knees. Everyone used to ask me like if I ever ate when they were just trying to be like a good, you know, adult. And they were like, don't you ever eat? I was always really, really thin. At times in my past, like doctors have told me that I need to eat like more just in general, and I've always had a good appetite, but I have always been a very picky eater, which has caused some unhealthy eating habits later, which I'll get into because the girl's metabolism changed. If that isn't a spoiler, I don't know what is. 2017 was the year that I gained quite a bit of weight. I would say probably about 30 to 40 pounds that I just gained very easily by eating McDonald's and lots of hot Cheetos, and I was happy eating that stuff. I feel really uncomfortable talking about this in the sense of like I don't want anyone to think I'm judging them for making their choices. Like, everyone gets to make their own choices. This is just about like how I felt in my body, if that makes sense. I really was like really self-conscious about it, and I gained like two pant sizes, and yeah, I was just really unhappy about it. Around Christmas I found stretch marks on my knees, and that really just like freaked me out, and that was kind of when I started going, okay, I need to make a change because I'm not happy with what's happening to myself, and this is the only body I get, and so I want to do something different. Since the new year, basically, I have been working on working out and eating healthier and stuff, and so over January I did yoga every single day. I like did a 30-day yoga challenge and stuff, and then recently I started making changes to my diet, which was the worst part but also I saw the best changes, or the biggest changes I should say. So we just recently, Matt and I did 30 days sober. We usually drink quite a bit, and so we did 30 days sober. I did that because one, alcohol has a lot of calories, so I was like, that's an easy thing to just get rid of the extra calories for, and also because it was kind of starting to bother me with the amount of drinking I was doing. Not to say that I had a problem necessarily, but I just didn't like that I was drinking every day because it felt weird to me. Again, myself. Not judgmental of anyone else. And so I decided to do this thing, and Matt decided to do it with me. I think that it's really just like kind of fresh started this so that I have a better relationship with alcohol in general. But I also started calorie counting, which is one of the weirdest relationships I have with something regarding weight, because calorie counting can be really dangerous, and I tend to get really caught up in the like trying to win. And so I start, in the past I've done this where I'm calorie counting and you get a certain amount of numbers and it'll subtract the numbers as you put in food that you've eaten, and it'll add numbers as you exercise, and then it still totals out where this is your total amount that you get and then this is how much you have left. And so it'll go negative if you eat over the calorie that it's suggested for you. And so I have in the past gotten really excited about keeping it green or not negative or whatever. It can very easily become a really dangerous game to be playing when you're talking about calories, because it can easily get too low of what you're taking in. So it's been one of the hardest things to do, but I find it really useful because I do have that relationship with it, that competitive nature can be really useful, but also just I have to be careful that I don't start tipping to the wrong side. So I've been doing that. I've been working out. I started going to the gym again. I started doing yoga as well as like other types of workouts. Yeah, I'm really happy with the fact that I've made progress. Like, it's something that I'm really happy that I'm doing. It's something that I really enjoy doing, like just working out in general. I didn't think that I liked working out, and I didn't think I liked healthy food. I like hot Cheetos. I don't eat healthy food. I like mac and cheese. But also, like, I found some great food that I really like, that is good in the calories and whatever, and good in the types of, you know, fats and protein and carbohydrates, and like there are good ones and bad ones for you and all this stuff. So I've been looking into like what I'm putting into my body, as well as like actually working out. Like, who knew that working out gave you endorphins? Amazing! I used to dance in high school, so I should have known that, but I did not. I mean, I did logically, but I didn't get it physically. And then so yeah, I've just I don't know. So like, I'm really happy with what I've done, and so I just wanted to share like kind of a little update on what's going on with all of that. Somebody, I think it might have been Rhiannon from Crescent Moon Reads, she recently basically saying like, give me your motivation on working out. And so like, if I was going to offer any advice, the only advice I have is, one, the first few weeks, maybe even a couple months, are not gonna be a fun time. You're going to hate it more than you like it. Whether that is calorie counting, whether it's any other sort of like change in your diet, whether it's working out, like a combination or just separately of one of those or any of those things. If you make any sort of change, you're initially not going to like it because your routine is changing, and people don't tend to like change. I certainly don't, in any form. Choosing to make changes can be a really difficult thing to do because it's so easy when it's not required by you to be like, I don't want to change, because you don't need to. But if you really want to, you have to be the one to push yourself to make those changes. And so it's been like a process. It's only been this last month, 2 months of really regularly working out for me, for example. And definitely it's only been that long of truly calorie counting and checking everything on a daily basis and choosing healthier choices just in general. Like when I go out, instead of ordering a pasta, ordering something else that tastes good but is less calories. It's hard to make those changes, and so I'm really proud of myself and I'm proud of the changes that I've made. So I wanted to show you guys some of the cool changes in both how I look physically, but also some of the new stuff that I can do with my body, like this badass back bend. I just recently was able to do that. I am now able to do a headstand against the wall, away from the wall. So that's new. So I'm not only seeing changes physically in how I look, but also noticing changes in how strong I am and how good I feel, like being able to walk up the 3 flights of stairs to my apartment versus being really out of breath when I would do it at the beginning of this year. I share my life on the internet a lot, and so this was something that I really wanted to share. I'm extremely nervous to share, so like, please be kind in the comments, and please don't think this is me trying to, you know, say I'm better than anyone else, or say that anyone else should be doing something that I'm doing, or doing something that I'm not doing. This is just about me. And I mean, as far as like, I was going to say, this is not me showing off, but like it kind of is. I'm kind of really proud of this. And so some people may not see much of a change at all, and so if that's the case, that's fine. You don't need to see it. I'm just really happy that I'm seeing it, because it's made me feel more confident in my everyday life, just even in the morning when I'm putting on clothes. So like, I'm really happy about it, and I don't know what else I'm saying, and I'm probably blabbering on about this point that maybe this video is never going to be seen. I wanted to try to film it, so here I am, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you're doing something cool with your life, it doesn't need to be body or health or any sort of way related to what I'm talking about, but if you've started a new hobby or something, then feel free to talk about that in the comments, as I just started doing yoga. So it can be whatever you feel like, but what have you started doing recently that you're really proud of? And I make videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. You can also always hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and I will see you guys very soon with another one. Bye! That was nerve-wracking. Ah! Okay, time to make a thumbnail.